Hello, everybody. In this presentation, I will be giving information about Bowling Green Middle School and why it is.
Bud, I think that's the wrong script.
Oh, it's on page 26. Hello, everybody. In this presentation, I'll be talking about Lemp Mansion and why it is haunted while proving ghosts are real. First, let's talk about the Lemp Brewery. The Lemp Brewery was established in 1840 and brewed beer. Johann Adam Lemp was born in 1798 in Eschwege, Germany, and traveled to St. Louis in America. He desired his treasure by becoming a grocer, but he cast aside his goal when he realized that his grocery store was very popular for lager beer. Soon he opened a brewery and a saloon known as the Western Brewery. Then he upgraded to a bigger brewery in the 1840s. He taught William J. Lemp Sr. how to work the brewing complex, and Johann Adam Lemp died in 1862. William Lemp Sr. ran the brewing complex, but was defunct in 1920 due to prohibition. The Lemp Mansion was built in 1868 and is the most haunted place in the United States. It is debatable whether or not the Lemp family built the mansion or the Feckert family built the mansion. Most of the Lemp family committed suicide because they went bankrupt since prohibition started in January 17th, 1920. Prohibition is where you ban something. In this case, they prohibited beer in the United States, causing them to shut down the brewery. Now let's talk about the members of the Lemp family. First, let's talk about Charles Lemp. Charles Lemp shot his dog in the basement, but then went to his room and shot himself. He was suffering from bone cancer and being bankrupt. People claim to hear the dog trying to climb up the stairs like it did when Charles Lemp shot his dog. Charles Lemp was also the only member of the Lemp family who left a suicide note which said, "In case I am found dead, blame it on no one but me. Charles A. Lemp." Next up is Zeke the monkey-faced boy. Zeke had Down syndrome, but everyone thought it was a curse and people shunned him. So Zeke's parents locked him up in the attic of the mansion, which had a window. And each day he would put his face up against the window to watch kids play. Everyone who saw Zeke thought he looked like a monkey. Soon, Zeke, the monkey-faced boy, died at the age of 37. Now Zeke haunts the mansion because if you draw a chalk circle on the floor in his room, put all his toys in it, and go to sleep in his room, all the toys will be scattered the next day. Now let's talk about another member of the Lemp family. His name is William J. Lemp Sr. He was born in Germany in 1835 and finished his education at St. Louis University. William Lemp Sr. worked at the Western Brewery, then became partners with a different brewer. In 1961, he joined the United States Army and earned the rank of orderly sergeant. He married Julia Feckert Lemp on December 3rd, 1861, but on February 13th, 1904, William Lemp William Lemp Sr. committed suicide with a gun. Lillian Hadlin Lemp is also known as the Lavender Lady. She always wore lavender her whole life, and every time people saw her, they would give her lavender-colored clothing. She was also married to William J. Lemp Jr., also known as Billy. They also had William Lemp III. Billy and Lillian Lemp had a divorce that lasted 11 days because Billy committed desertion, cruel treatment, and more. Lillian was granted the divorce in custody of William III. On December 29, 1922, William Lemp Jr. shot himself in his mansion office, and William Lemp III died of a heart attack in 1943. Lillian Lemp shot herself on March 29, 1960, because of indigestion and acute depression in her Park Avenue apartment, not in the mansion. But people still claim that they hear her walking around the mansion. But the walking ghost could possibly be Julia Feckert Lemp. Julia was diagnosed with cancer in 1905 and died in her bed on April 6, 1906, in the mansion after her husband died. So maybe the Lavender Lady, which is Lillian Lemp, may not be haunting the mansion. Now, none of the Lemp family is alive, and they are all buried at the Bellefontaine Cemetery. There are tons of theories about ghosts and why they are real, but here are just a couple. One theory is that some souls choose to stay behind or go to another world, life, or time. No one knows. Another theory is that it is energy left behind by the fallen. The last theory is that there are people with unfinished business that can no longer finish it because they are no longer flesh-bound. So what do you think? Is it fact or fiction? Real or fake? Myth or reality? Personally, I think it is real because I believe in ghosts, and 2 ghosts live in my house. My dad has caught a video of it years ago, but his phone was dropped and cracked. No longer working. My house is years old, and it has been around since the Lemps were alive. Presentation made possible by Strong Michael Segura Adams. Now here are 3 questions to see if you're paying attention. What is the monkey face boy's name? Who could have been mistaken for the Lavender Lady? And how long did Lillian Lemp's divorce last with Billy?